Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Today, I'm not going to be eating anything. Today, I'll be answering some questions. So this little video is to commemorate 500,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. So a few videos back, I asked you guys to send me some questions you had for me via social media, and here I am today to answer them for you. So Monique Elizabeth wants to know, she says, hey, I'm wondering what is the phrase you say before you eat something and what does it mean? So what I say is itadakimasu, which directly translated means something like I humbly receive, but that's very formal in the sense it just really means bon appetit or let's eat or thank you for this meal, let's eat. So that kind of jumps into the next question that a lot of people have had for me. Sindo Art wants to know, so that you're not from Japan, or what made you go to Japan? So my husband and I decided to go to Japan so we could teach English and have like a study abroad experience before we decided to settle down and have a family. So that's why we ended up going to Japan. So for those of you that don't know, I grew up in California. I am Chinese American by heritage, but my parents grew up in Burma, so I have a little layered of Burmese culture in me. I don't speak fluent Japanese. I know some Japanese because I lived in Japan. So that goes back to the other question of why do you say itadakimasu? And I say that every meal that I eat, lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, because I really like the sentiment. I really like being humble and being grateful for your food. And yeah, so I say that all the time, whatever meal I'm eating, not just on camera to you guys. So yeah, itadakimasu, I think it's a great thing. I don't speak Japanese and I'm not Japanese by culture, but I really love that sentiment and idea of being thankful and grateful for your food. So there you go. I've gotten this question a lot before, and Sarah Fort particularly wants to know, do I watch anime? And if so, which ones do you watch? I unfortunately do not watch anime. I haven't watched much at all, so yeah, if there's ones that you guys want to recommend me, feel free to do so in the comments below. So Eleanor Asbury wants to know, Emmy, why did you decide to start this YouTube channel? So I started making this channel for a few different reasons. Initially, it was just going to be a place where I was going to share where I make crafts and things that I made while I was in Japan. That's why it's called emmymade in Japan. It wasn't supposed to be a tasting or eating or food related channel at all. It sort of just evolved that way. I found some candies and then it started gaining a following based on the candies that I was eating in Japan. Crazy DIY Lover wants to know how long we lived in Japan, and we lived there for about 2 years. But soon after my son was born, we moved back to the United States so we could be close to our family. Rebecca Klimdovachudi, I'm sorry Rebecca if I butchered your name. So she wants to know, Emmy, what do you enjoy most about having a YouTube channel and making videos? The number one thing is that I'm so grateful to be able to be home with my sons and to be able to raise them. It's just a real privilege, and I'm so grateful for that. And a close second would be all the things I get to learn about different cultures and food. I think it's wonderful. And along those lines would be how I've been able to connect with so many people and the generosity of the world. I think it's really great. Every time I receive a package, I am just floored by the generosity of people, and it makes me so happy that someone wants to share something with me and then I get to share it with everyone else. So it's been a really lovely experience. So thanks you guys so much for all your support and love as always. And let's see, next question. So Rose Rules A Lot wants to know, Emmy, what is your favorite pop and cookin' set and why? By the way, I love your video so much. Thanks so much, Rose. I think my favorite pop and cookin' set would probably be the hamburger one. I really enjoyed that one. I think that's actually a happy cooking set, if I'm not mistaken. But I really enjoyed it. It's very time consuming and involved, but I felt like it was very accurate in what it was trying to portray. It tasted like hamburger. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put that link down below. But I think it was very accurate in what it was trying to portray, and the flavor was quite good. And of course, like all the pop and cookin' sets, the product turned out as it was supposed to. It turned out accurate. As long as you follow the directions and are very tedious, it will turn out properly. And it was really enjoyable. Monica Gonzalez wants to know, does your husband ever taste the snacks after you make the videos? Yes, my husband does, and that goes into another question that a lot of people have. What do I do with my leftover snacks? That's probably the most popular question I get. So I give them away. I give them away to friends and family and neighbors, and yeah, most of my friends and family know what I do, so they are not surprised when I come bearing gifts of snacks and sweets and treats. If you hear those voices in the background, those are my sons playing with their papa. How old are you? A lady never tells, I'm sorry. But I'm old enough to be married and have 2 children, so yeah, figure that out. Lunikin wants to know, if you weren't a cute lady who tastes sweets, what would you have done? I don't know what I would have done on YouTube. It would probably be related to something about making things, making food, and learning about things, because that's what I love to do. I am driven by my curiosity, hands down, whatever it is. I want to know how things are done, and I just want to learn, always want to learn. So something related to that, but yeah, I wouldn't be exactly sure. And no, I did not have a clear idea what I wanted my YouTube channel to be. I just knew I wanted to do and share something. So yeah, I would say if you guys are inspired and want to do something on your own, do something that you enjoy. And you may not know what it is in the beginning, but chances are there are probably other people like you that are interested in the things that you're interested in too. So just do what you like. Just do what you enjoy and love, and there are probably other people like that. Follow your heart. So James on Twitter wants to know, what was my favorite day, food, or both from your trip to Japan? Oh gosh, I think my favorite day in terms of just the wealth of knowledge and things I learned was my second day in Kyoto, which actually was in Uji City, which is just in the Kyoto area. And I learned so much about the process of making matcha tea, and that was wonderful. The CEO of the company actually took me around and took me to the farms and showed me the bushes that were growing and showed me the whole process of making matcha tea, and it was fascinating. So that was definitely my favorite day. My favorite food, gosh, I had so much good food, but offhand, the matcha soba that I had in Uji City was phenomenal. Loved it. One of my best meals. I was also starving, but it was also one of the best meals that I had while I was there. Okay, so what else? My good friend Harold wants to know, if you could make any video you wanted that wasn't food or crafts with a large budget and lots of resources, what would it be? Gosh, Harold, I don't know. But again, it would be around learning or being creative. Probably going around to see how things are made, whatever it might be, and then actually having a hand in doing it myself. I love that. I love learning how to do things. So if I could do something like learn how to blacksmith knives or anything, everything, how to weld. I have so many things that I'm interested in. Any of those things would be wonderful. Learning about apiaries and things like that, all those things are fascinating to me. I guess you would call me a bit of a dilettante. I'm interested in a lot of different things, but sort of superficially somehow, because I just want to know enough. I don't think there's enough time, or maybe I'm just not disciplined enough to learn more, but anyways, anything and everything to learn about and be shown, and then to sort of try it myself. That would be it. That would be my dream right there. And to bring my family too, because I love them to death. Okay, next, Natalie and Edie, among lots of other people, want to know what this is around my neck. This little red piece of string that I wear around my neck. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? And I'm sorry to disappoint, it's not anything crazy. And it's probably what you expected anyways. And it's just this. It's a little piece of jade, and it has Kuan Yin, which is a Chinese goddess. And the reason why I wear this is when I left the US to go to Japan, my parents gave me this to keep me safe. So I've worn it ever since. So I hope I answered some of your burning questions. Let me know in the comments below if you have more, and maybe I'll do a follow-up for this question and answer. So this video goes out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and love. I wouldn't be here without you, and I'm so very grateful to have this job and to be able to do what I do. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys learned something, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye! So I found this in my local Asian market. I shall put the address of the place down below if you happen to live in my area, which is Providence, Rhode Island. Mushroom brush, a mushroom brush. This is a mushroom brush.